Hello everyone, welcome to daily current affairs discussion of the day 12th September. Let's begin. First up, question number 1. Nepal shares borders with how many of Indian states? So the given options were 3, 4, 5, 6. So the country Nepal was in news because the Nepal government has announced the ban on 26 social media platforms, which includes WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, and X. So and also other platforms. So because of this ban, and the Gen Z means the youth in Nepal country has protested this decision, and government has lift up the ban on these platforms. But what has happened during the clashes, 19 youth were killed out. So because of this death of these 19 individuals, and also on the grounds of corruption charges, and also on the recent decision to ban the social media platforms, the youth were still protesting. And because of these violent protests, the Prime Minister of Nepal, his name is KP Sharma Oli, has resigned from office, and Home Minister of Nepal and Prime Minister of Nepal both were resigned from office and in the country of Nepal, which is why the Nepal was in news. And if you see the map of Nepal, if it is a map of Nepal, here there is Lipu Lake is present. Lipu Lake in the Uttarakhand state of India. So it is a tie junction between India, Nepal as well as China. So Nepal had blocked the route to India through the Lipu Lake Pass. So Lipu Lake Pass is located in Uttarakhand state. Remember that point. And also, if you see the Nepal country, Nepal, the capital city of Nepal is Kathmandu. Capital city of Nepal is Kathmandu. And the Prime Minister previously was KP Sharma Oli. So Uttarakhand, Lipu Lake, and also the Indian states which shares borders with Nepal. So this is a map of Nepal. Uttarakhand is sharing border Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Sikkim. So this Sikkim as well as West Bengal, these two states shares borders with Nepal as well as Bhutan. Remember that point. So how many states? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So option C, 5 states. Nepal shares borders with 5 Indian states. Therefore, option C would be the right option for question number 1. And moving forward, question number 2. The Adivani portal, important for the examination. The Adivani portal app, or basically portal or app, was launched by which of the following ministry? So Adivani portal or app, this was launched by which of the following ministry? So Adivani related to Ministry of Tribal. So therefore option B, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, would be the right option. And currently, who is the Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs? And his name is Sri Juwal Oram. Remember, the Tribal Affairs Ministry at the union level is the Juwal Oram. And if you see the constitutional body associated with this scheduled tribe, which is NCST. Previously it is NCSC, but through the 89th Constitutional Amendment Act, this body was bifurcated into NCSC as well as NCST. And another body is also constitutional body is also present, which is NCBC. So these three bodies, NCST in Article 338 and NCST in Article 338 capital A, and NCBC Article 338 capital B. So if you see the chairmen of all these constitutional bodies, for NCST the chairman is Anant Arya, and for NCST his name is Kishore Makwana, and the chairman of NCST is NCBC is Hansraj Gangaram, Ahir. Answer as Gangaram Ahir. So remember, the chairman of these three important constitutional bodies as well as the Minister of Tribal Affairs, Adivani portal is launched by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Basically, this for the protection and preservation of tribal languages. This portal was launched for the preservation of tribal languages. Therefore, option B, Ministry of Tribal Affairs would be the right option. And NCBC body, formed through the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So, and moving forward, question number 3. ICC International Criminal Court open war crimes hearing. It's just hearing. It's not a concluded verdict. So remember, know the distinction. It's just a hearing against Ugandan rebellion. What is his name? So International Criminal Court. What it does was, it basically prosecutes individuals on the grounds of war crimes against humanity, and genocides. So on these grounds, ICC prosecutes individuals. This is the first permanent international court to prosecute the individuals. And is India the part of ICC? No, India is not the part of ICC. USA is also not the part of ICC, and Russia is also not part of ICC. China is also not part of ICC, and Israel is also not part of, basically not the member of International Criminal Court. So this was formed under the Rome Statute in the year 1998, but this came into force in the year 2002. So because of the powers of ICC, the ICC started hearing against Ugandan rebellion, and his name is Joseph Kony. So therefore option B would be the right option. And if you see the map of Uganda, the country is located in African nation. Africa contains, the Africa continent is the largest continent which has most number of countries. So most number of countries, important for GK perspective. Remember, which continent contains most number of countries? Answer would be Africa continent. Contains 54 countries. And if you see the map of Uganda, if it is here Uganda, and the north of Uganda we have South Sudan, and to the west of Uganda we have Democratic Republic of Congo, and here we have a lake. The name of lake is Lake Victoria, and here we have Rwanda, and here we have one more country, and the name of that country would be Kenya. So remember, Uganda shares borders with 4 nations: South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Rwanda, as well as Kenya. So ICC opened war crimes hearing against Ugandan rebellion, and his name is Joseph Kony. So he founded the Liberation Army. So therefore option B would be the right option for question number 3. Moving forward, question number 4. Which country is the largest supplier of liquefied natural gas to India? Very important question. So Qatar is the largest supplier of LNG to India. Therefore option D would be the right option. And if you see the map of Qatar in the world, Qatar, is it island nation? First question is it island nation? No, it is not an island nation. Basically this is an extension of peninsula, and this was located in Persian Gulf, and here we have Gulf of Oman, and these two connected with a state, and that state is referred to as State of Hormuz. So in the Persian Gulf, this Qatar nation is located, and Qatar is also hosted the 2022 FIFA World Cup successfully. So option D, Qatar would be the right option. Qatar is India's largest LNG supplier, a position it has held for an extended period. Means for a lot of time period, this position was held by Qatar nation. And next question, which is let's read out the question first. Consider the following statements: Egypt, Chad, South Sudan, Somalia, Djibouti and Eritrea. How many of the above countries do not share borders with Sudan? So here the question, read the question carefully. Question is asking which countries do not share the borders with Sudan. And if you see the map of Sudan, the countries which are sharing borders with Sudan, the capital for Sudan is Khartoum. It has coastal connection to Red Sea. So Ethiopia does not have a Red Sea connection, but Sudan has a Red Sea connection. And the border countries were Egypt, Libya, Chad, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Ethiopia and Eritrea. So remember, Egypt, Libya, Chad, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Ethiopia and Eritrea. And if we go back to the question, Egypt, yes, it is sharing. Chad, it is sharing. South Sudan, it is sharing. Somalia, it does not share border. Djibouti, it does not share border. Eritrea, it is sharing border. Question is asking how many countries do not share. 2 countries here mentioned was not sharing borders. So therefore, 2 only would be the right option. And the next question, which is question number 6, important. Which state recently became the 4th fully literate state in India after Mizoram, Goa, Tripura? Remember, Mizoram became the fully literate state, after then Goa and after then Tripura. So through Mizoram and Tripura, Tropic of Cancer, which is 23 degree north, is being passes through. So remember that point as well. And Goa as a state formed in the year 1987, and Goa is the first state before the independence to implement the Uniform Civil Code. So remember all those key points important for the examination. And which state recently become 4th fully literate state? The answer would be Himachal Pradesh became the 4th fully literate state with 99.3% literacy. So therefore option C would be the right option for question number 6. And moving next, question number 7, important. World Suicide Prevention Day 2025 is observed on 12th September, no. 11th September, no. 9th September, no. 10th September, yes. So World Suicide Prevention Day is observed on 10th September, and the theme of the day was from 2024 to 2026. The same theme is applicable, and the theme here is changing the narrative on suicide. This was the theme for the World Suicide Prevention Day, which is observed on 10th September. Therefore, option D would be the right option for question number 7. And moving next, question number 8. Which medal was won by Indian football team in the CAFA Nations Cup 2025? So first point, this CAFA Nations 2025 hosted by Tajikistan country and Indian team won the bronze medal by defeating whom? By defeating the Oman country. If you see the explanation here, so this was hosted in Tajikistan. India defeated Oman and secured 3rd place and win the bronze medal. So therefore option A would be the right option. Bronze medal would be the right option. By defeating whom? By defeating Oman nation, and the host country is Tajikistan, that is Central African nation. Central African nations, 5 countries were there: Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan and Turkmenistan. And which of those 5 Central Asian nations were not part of Shanghai Cooperation Organization? So Kazakhstan is part, Uzbekistan is part, Tajikistan is part, and Kyrgyzstan is also part, but Turkmenistan is not the member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. This was formed in the year 2002. 10 countries were members of this Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and the latest country was Belarus. Previously it was Iran, and Iran joined in 2023, Belarus in 2024, and previously India and Pakistan joined in 2017. So this was about SCO. Recently SCO summit was happened in Tianjin city, China. That was 25th edition. And next question number 9, very important. Who has become the oldest person to climb Mount Fuji? First up, Mount Fuji is located in the country of Japan, and his name is Kokichi Akujawa. He is also from Japan, and he is 102-year-old person, and he becomes the oldest person to climb Mount Fuji. Remember his name? His name is Kokichi Akujawa. Therefore, option D, Kokichi Akujawa, would be the right option for question number 9. And question number 10, which is the host country for G20 Summit 2026? So recently this was decided, and the G20 Summit 2026 was held by France, no, UK, no, Netherlands, no, USA. So India hosted G20 Summit in the year 2023, and the edition name is 18th edition. Remember the edition, this is important. 18th edition was hosted in the year 2023 by India, and 19th edition hosted by Brazil in the year 2024, and in the year 2025 28th edition was hosted by South Africa, and the upcoming year 2026, which is 21st edition, which is going to hosted by the United States of America. So therefore option B would be the right option for question number 10. So these were top 10 MCQs of the day that I want to discuss, and before leaving, let's read out the static GK question. So along with current affairs, so I was choosing the current affairs which has static connection as well as current affair themes. So there were themes like days and themes, appointments, exercises, operations, and appointments, yes, exercises and operations, and after then indexes, and after then presidents and PMs and governors recent appointments. This also comes under recent appointments, and map based questions. So polity related questions, economy related questions. If that current affairs has any connection with these current affairs themes, I was going to pick up that question. Along with that we have to do static portion, revise every day. Static portions like the pillar subjects, which includes polity. While you are reading polity, ensure you parallelly read economy. So polity, economy, read parallelly because they both have a connection. And after then history and geography. In history, ancient, medieval, modern, and geography. So these four subjects were pillar subjects. So before the notification, you have to ensure you are completing these four subjects in full mode. If any question asked related to any chapter in polity or economy or history, so if they talk about non-cooperation movement or quit India movement or civil disobedience movement, you should be able to answer the question. So before the notification, just ensure that you are completing polity, economy, geography, and history. These four were the pillar subjects. So if you are preparing for the police, along with these four subjects, make sure you are preparing for Telangana movement, and as well as biology and current affairs daily. So if you ensure these things, and parallel if you are preparing for reasoning, daily practice 2 to 3 hours of reasoning, that would be sufficient. Before the notification, you are in a good position to attempt that particular notification. And before we leaving, let's read out the static GK question. Which is the only country that lies entirely within another country? Options for Lesotho, Monaco, San Marino, and Vatican City. Just mention your answer in the comment section below. That's it for the day. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.